Primary 5, Lesson 2, Determinants. All teaching videos and files are to be used only by students of our school. To avoid possible copyright infringement, these materials must not be forwarded to third parties. Thank you for your attention. To prepare for lessons, please adjust to the suitable volume, prepare stationery and worksheets. You can also pause the video when necessary, and resume the video after finish the assigned exercises. 同學仔啊，我哋今日嚟講下 determinants， 相信大家都好熟悉呢個詞啦。我哋嚟睇下啲可數只適用於可數名詞嘅 determinants 先。第一個係 a few， 即係解有一些比預期多帶有肯定嘅含義。few 佢呢個字同 a few 只係爭一個 a 字，但係佢哋有唔同嘅解釋嘅。few 係解幾乎沒有，比預期少，帶有否定嘅含義。譬如 He has few friends because he is boring。佢有好少朋友，因為佢個人好乏味。Many 係解好多嘅意思啦。Many students pass the exam。A large number of 都係解好多嘅意思。譬如The theme park is drawing a large number of visitors every day。呢個主題公園每日都吸引好多遊客。Several 係解幾個嘅意思。He has several hats。佢有幾頂帽。咁我哋再睇下啲適用於可數名詞同埋不可數名詞嘅 determinants。第一個係 some， 係解有一啲，佢多數用於肯定句，但係亦都可以用於疑問句。相信同學仔以前學嘅都係 some 同 any 嘅分別就係 some 係用喺肯定句，而 any 用喺疑問句。呢個係冇錯嘅，但係其實有啲情況我哋 some 都可以擺喺疑問句嘅。當 some 擺喺疑問句嘅時候，個提問者係知道或者估到個回覆者係會點樣答嘅。譬如 Do you need some help？ 我咁樣問你係因為我覺得你係需要幫助，而你多數都會想要我嘅幫助。而 any 係 Do you have any questions？ 我唔知道你係有定係冇問題，我只不過係純粹問你有冇問題嘅啫。呢個就係 some 同 any 喺疑問句嘅分別啦。A lot of 係解很多或者大量。Plenty of 都係有很多大量嘅意思，但佢同 a lot of 嘅分別係佢有超過所需嘅含義。Please stay for dinner. There's plenty of food. 請你留低食晚飯啦，我哋有好多嘢食。No 係解沒有啦。All 係所有。Enough 係足夠。咁我哋再睇下啲只適用於不可數名詞嘅 determinants。第一個係 a little， 係解有一啲比預期多帶有肯定嘅含義。Little 係解幾乎沒有，比預期少帶有否定嘅含義。佢同 a few 同 few 係一樣嘅。譬如 There's a little rice left 係解仲有少少飯剩，呢個係有肯定嘅含義。He is jobless. He has little money。佢冇工做，佢幾乎冇錢啦。Much 係同 many 一樣啦，只不過佢係只適用於不可數名詞，而 many 係適用於可數名詞。A good deal of 係解大量同很多嘅意思，都係只適用於不可數名詞嘅。譬如 It took a great deal of time to finish the project， 即係做完呢個 project 係需要好大量嘅時間。有啲 determinants 係可以作比較嘅，譬如 few、little、many、much， 佢哋分為原級 absolute form、比較級 comparative form 同最高級 superlative form。譬如 few、fewer、fewest、little、less、least、many、much 係 more 同 most。Eat less junk food and exercise more， 食少啲零食，食少啲唔健康嘅嘢食，做多啲運動咁解。咁我哋再睇一啲例子咯喎。She has been drinking fewer water than she should。呢句好明顯係錯嘅，因為 water 係不可數名詞，我哋應該用 less 唔係用 fewer。She has been drinking less water than she should。Her school is a lot of miles away from her home。呢句應該寫成 Her school is many miles away from her home。點解呢？因為通常 a lot of、a large number of 同 a great 或者 good deal of 係唔會放喺量度單位之前。喺呢度 miles 就係一個量度單位啦。There isn't many paper left in the printout。 paper 係不可數嘅。雖然你可能覺得一張張紙係數到，但喺英文嘅文化上 paper 係數唔到嘅，所以我哋應該用 much。但留意翻喎 ，paper 可以有兩個解釋，除咗去解紙張，仲可以解報紙。當佢解報紙或者文獻呢啲嘅時候，佢就係可數啦。Let's move on to exercise 8. Circle the mistake in each sentence and correct it. For one sentence, cross out an unnecessary word. Put a tick if the sentence is correct. We'll check the answer after some time. Let's go through the answers. Number 1, she brings fewer luggage than her sister. Normally, when we don't add the s to the word, and you expect that its number is more than 1, the word is normally an uncountable word. Obviously, there's some exception. For example, if its plural form is spelled exactly as its singular form, the word can still be countable. However, you can use this trick to differentiate whether the word is countable or uncountable in most cases. Here, luggage is uncountable, so we shouldn't use fewer. We should use less. Number 2, he spends a large number of money on his son's education. Money is obviously uncountable, as most of you already know it, so we should use a large amount of. Or you can say a lot of, plenty of, or a large amount of. Number 3, I have several bad news for you, Peter. News is uncountable and we should not use several. We can use some. Number 4, I have a few headache. Headache is uncountable, so we shouldn't use a few. We can say a little headache. Number 5, would you like some help? As we have mentioned before, even though we normally use any in questions, it is also correct to use some when the speaker thinks that he already knows the answer. Number 6, would you like little milk in your coffee? Little means almost no. And when you want to offer someone something, you say a little, which carries a positive meaning. Number 7, I haven't brought any food. It's okay, we have got lots of anyway. We can leave out the noun after a lot, lots, and plenty of, and here the noun is food, because it is obvious. However, when we omit the noun, we also need to omit of. So the sentence is, it's okay, we've got lots anyway. That means we've got lots of food anyway. Let's move on to exercise B. Circle the correct answers. We'll check the answers after some time. Let's go through the answers. Number 1, she talks many or a lot or much. A lot also, and a little or very much can be used as adverbs, but not many or much. So the correct answer is she talks a lot. Number 2, we've got a little, a few, or plenty of money, just enough to buy a coffee. That means we've got sufficient money to buy a coffee, but not anything else. So plenty of is incorrect. Money is uncountable, so we use a little instead of a few. I'd like a little or a few more pork, please. Similar to beef or meat, pork is uncountable and we should use a little. Surprisingly, quite a few or a little people don't intend to vote. A little is obviously incorrect because people are uncountable. Normally, we would expect that people will exert their rights and vote. However, the word surprisingly let you know that the situation is otherwise. So you expect that there's a fairly large number of people who don't intend to vote. So the answer is a few. Because quite few people means that there are very small number of people. Whereas quite a few means that there's a fairly large number of people. Number 5, would you like some tea? Okay, just a little please. Just little means almost none, so you won't say it in a positive sentence. Number 6, you need to add a little or a few ginger to spice up the dish. Ginger is uncountable, and the fact that it doesn't end in S gives you a hint that it is uncountable, so we should use a little. She is a mother to 3 babies. She has time for herself. She has 3 babies, so you expect that she has almost no time for herself. So the answer is little. Number 8, how many extra pencils do we need? We have almost all the pencils we need. So you expect that we need a very small number of pencils only. So the answer is few. Mary is very independent. I'm sure she needs help with her homework. Independent means that she can do most of the things by herself. So you expect that she needs little help. Number 10, you really need to drink alcohol. Alcohol is uncountable, so obviously fewer is wrong. The word need here lets you know that the answer is less, because it's definitely not necessary to drink alcohol, even if it's a small amount. So if you say you really need to drink a little alcohol, implies that someone needs to drink it. There are a few hours of sunshine in the Antarctica during winter. There's almost no sunshine in the Antarctica during winter, so the answer is few. You should refrain from eating sweets. Sweets is countable, so less and too much are wrong. Refrain means avoid doing, so you should avoid eating too many sweets. This farm keeps fewer or less sheep than that farm. Even though here their sheep doesn't end in an S, it is countable because its plural form is spelled exactly the same as its singular form, so the answer is fewer. Number 14, I didn't have enough time to finish the exam. He spent much of his free time volunteering at hospitals. When we use many or much before a possessive determiner, that is, for example, his or my, her, we need to add of. So we say he spent much of his free time. It doesn't require much effort. She runs a lot. This is similar to the previous question. A lot is used as an adverb, but not much or many. We just bought furniture. Furniture is uncountable, so the answer is plenty of. Can you lend me some money? I forgot to bring my wallet. Here, the answer is some instead of any, because the speaker expects the listener to lend him money because he only forget to bring his wallet, so it is very likely that he will return the money when he has the wallet. So there's no reason that the listener won't lend him the money. Let's move on to exercise C. Circle the correct answers. We'll check the answers after some time. Let's go through the answers. Number 1, be careful, I just broke a vase. There's some glass on the floor. Glass is uncountable, so we'll say some glass. Could you buy me some paper or paper? I want to read today's news. As we've mentioned before, a paper, when we refer paper to newspaper, it is countable. Number 3, sorry I was late. There was a lot of traffic on the roads today. Traffic is uncountable. He's got much work to do. Would you like some black pepper? For this dish, you need a few red peppers or a little red pepper. Here, black pepper means it's a seasoning that is used to give a slightly spicy taste, while red pepper is a kind of bell pepper and is a kind of plant. Red pepper is countable, while black pepper is uncountable. Did you have a good time? Meaning, did you enjoy yourself in a particular event or situation? Let's do exercise D. What did Tim eat and drink? Write using a little, a few, some, or plenty of. We'll check the answers after some time. Let's go through the answers. He ate 2 apples and 1 orange, which is more than enough for a healthy diet, so we can say he ate plenty of fruit. Note that fruit is uncountable, so we don't need to add s to it. He ate a big bowl of vegetables, so he also ate plenty of vegetables. He drank only 1/3 of a can of cola, so it's rather little. Note that cola is usually uncountable, but if we add, for example, a can of cola, then it becomes countable. He ate 1 cup of yogurt, which is a little yogurt. He ate plenty of ice cream because there are 3 scoops. This is the end of today's lesson. I hope you find it useful. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.